Hello, everybody.
What's up?
We are back. Episode 3, Relatively Speaking. Wednesday, December 4th. Back in your life. How was your week been?
It's good. Recovered from Thanksgiving. We got into all the deliciousness. I have said a couple different times, probably the best Thanksgiving ever. The spread you guys laid out at your house in the backyard was all time. Tables outside. The weather was perfect.
Yeah.
It was like
Great
60.
to hear. Great to hear, especially our first time hosting.
First Reading. Yeah, our first Thanksgiving in Reading after 7-8 years. And it's going to be hard to beat next year.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Typically, we've always done Thanksgiving in Redondo Beach at my aunt and uncle's house. And since Sarah and Jeremy moved up here, they would come down and we would all be there. But that family just recently moved to Nashville. And we moved here, so first time doing it here in Reading. My parents came up, and we hosted. We had also our good friends, Joy and John, and their kids over.
Yeah, that was last minute. I'm glad they were able to come.
Yeah, and we, like Jeremy said, we did it outside. It was cool, and it was a success not doing the turkey, I feel like. Although I feel like the butcher shop took my mom's money and took her for a run there.
Why?
Because they told her that we needed a pound of meat per person. So she got like 14 or 15 pounds of meat, and we ate a quarter of that.
Yeah, but that worked out because we ended up doing tacos on Sunday, and that was...
Don't get me wrong, you can never have enough meat. But we did the tacos with the leftovers, and it all got eaten the next day and everything.
Yeah.
But it literally, the food that we had that night... We all feasted. It was delicious, and it looked like we didn't even put a dent in the spread that we had.
I guess, because if you think we normally do it and there's maybe 15 more people. No, I feel like it's been small.
Yeah, there's still always stragglers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was awesome. This week is always funny to me. This is, we're shooting this on December 4th, and best time of the year. Going from Thanksgiving to Christmas, especially when you have kids, it's pretty awesome. It's like we have Thanksgiving, then we went and cut down our tree on Saturday, which was awesome, and now we have it up and decorating just in the holiday spirit. But it's just so funny. I just remembered. So I had mentioned him in one of the podcasts. He's one of my best friends, David, and now he's one of Jeremy's clients, which is pretty cool. Yeah. His birthday is December 1st. So that's why I remembered it, because it was this week. And I had said previously when we had first started, or that we worked together, and that's how we became friends. And so when we first worked together, and I'm hoping this story doesn't fall flat, and it's just one of those guess you had to be there moments, but it's so funny to me. We worked together, and I started working at the office in August. I think it was like 2016. And so it was December now. It happened to be December 2nd. Randomly, I don't know how, we had like cubicles and stuff and a bunch of people, and somehow birthdays got brought up, and when's your birthday? And I'm like, my birthday's in July. This person, August, April, whatever. And we turned to David and we're like, when's your birthday? And he just like looks, and just in the most awkward way, he's just like, yesterday. And I died. I was like, bro, your birthday was yesterday? You didn't say anything? Obviously, we had only known each other, but still, we had known each other for about 6 months. And typically in the office and in those like environments and stuff, like somebody will bring in like a cake
or donuts or something.
Yeah, and like it's like, we're having a cake for David's birthday, and he's like, I just like didn't want anybody to know or like celebrate me. But it just, the timing of it was so perfect. It just so happened that you asked the day after. So now every year I text him on the 2nd. I'm just like, happy birthday, dude. And so it's just kind of like an ongoing joke that we have, which was pretty funny. So,
well, how long do you have to be friends with someone before you know when their birthday is? Because I feel like I have people that I've been friends with for a long ass time, and I don't know when their birthday is.
That sounds about right for you.
Well, okay, so you, Mr. Politically Correct, what's the time frame?
I don't know the time frame. I think it's just, if you care about somebody, you probably should know their birthday. I happen to know a lot of my friends' birthdays.
Yeah.
Probably
We have
every
a lot
one
of
of
friends.
them. And you,
When's my birthday?
on the other hand, don't know anybody's birthday.
When's my birthday?
August 17th.
Is
it the
Are you
16th?
serious? Oh my God.
Is it the 16th?
And I'm so glad that this is recording right now.
Is it the 16th?
Nope.
No, it's the 19th.
Yes, it's
It's the 19th. Okay, that's the same as my wife. It's mid-August. I know it. When it comes around, I check.
That was the most. That was so sad. We can be done now. We'll just cut.
Did I
Jamie,
say the
go ahead and stop
17th to
recording.
start? Is that Johanna's?
I don't know.
No, you do know because, well, you know why I would think that because we would do them at the beach
No,
house.
isn't Johanna's the 20th?
It's right around yours.
I don't know.
Damn it. Yours is the 19th?
Yes, it's the 19th.
I said 7th. Okay. I was 2 days off.
Yeah.
But, that just shows that I don't
Yours
really
is
care
July
about this
14th.
guy that much. That's not fair, though, because your son's is the 13th, and he was
We're not
supposed to
talking
be
about
born.
fair. We're talking about
he
you
was
care
supposed
about
to be
people
born
you
on
know when
my-
their birthday is.
That backfired so bad. At least I knew, time
The
frame.
month. You didn't
Yeah.
say
No, I knew that. I knew it was the
January?
teens. I was actually about to say that's so funny that you put me on the spot there because I was about to say your birthday actually
You're welcome,
confuses
guys.
me.
Confused
For
you
some reason.
that I was given a birthday.
Yeah, for some reason, and honestly, you probably know why I don't remember it is because while you get to know somebody like that, we weren't that close for the first 10 years of our knowing each
This
other.
is sounding a lot like an excuse.
It for sure is.
Okay.
100%
Okay.
an excuse.
Okay, that's
But-
fine. We'll all allow it then.
As previously mentioned,
Yes.
Jeremy dated my older sister, now married. So when he first came along, we were not super close.
No.
It was just like an awkward. We're 3 years apart, so
only
he was
3 years?
just a little older. But dating my sister and they were doing their own thing. And at that time, and then getting married at 21, 22. He got married at 22
yeah,
because I was
so-
19.
Yeah.
So then it just put us in completely different stratospheres.
3
So
days after my 22nd birthday.
it was really
Yeah.
when you had Finn, it brought us all closer. Me and Sarah, same type of thing. Like she was 4 years older than me, so growing up, we weren't super close, and we were just into.
But it wasn't
different
until you
things.
got married.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
having Finn
Right.
really
That-
changed,
yeah.
that I became an uncle, so I became more
Yeah.
close and come and see you guys and stuff. But then once I got married and I started having kids and everything, then that's when we got really close. But I would say even before, because obviously you were in my wedding and stuff, and
Yeah.
so we probably became real close in I don't know, 2015, 16, something like that. So
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
that
it's
was
been a
kind
long
of
time.
a shitty year. So,
Yeah.
that
Trauma
circumstances.
drives
Trauma does
brings you
create
together.
connection, and
yeah.
we had our fair share of it. So, yes, birthday, August 19th. I'll be
Yeah.
expecting something very nice from you as
Yes.
penance for your sins.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Dude, speaking of summer, I think we talked about what's happening this summer? Because August we normally do the beach, but you guys aren't down there anymore.
Yeah.
The rest of the family doesn't live down there anymore.
No, I have no idea. Yeah.
We should see if we can swing a houseboat or something. That would be sweet.
Yeah, that would be sweet. That's actually crazy to think about. What has it been? It hasn't been the same in the last couple of years, but for about 20
No,
years.
but still, generally.
We do
Yeah.
a beach
Yeah.
house in Laguna Beach every year with our family and extended family, which is the most awesome time of the year. It's a week that we just are on vacation, and we lived there. So some people would think that that's weird, but it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Little staycation
Such a good time.
at a super sick, these condos right on the water. And then, yeah, now that everybody has kind of moved, we don't have a big presence in Southern California anymore. So
Right.
yeah, maybe we start our own tradition and do a houseboating trip would be
Houseboat would be
sick.
cool. Yeah.
We can do it, around your birthday,
Yeah. Which is
January 7th or something like that.
yeah.
I got to remember how I didn't put 2 and 2 together. My wife's is December 19th. So the 19th and 19th. I've never thought of that, to be honest, which is dumb on my part. But speaking of that, yeah, so it's the 4th.
Christmas in 20 days, 21 days.
And then, yeah, Sip's birthday.
Yeah.
She will be 27. Got myself a youngin. 27 with 3 babies already.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
14 by the time she's 40.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Definitely gonna have more, but yeah, right now we're on a little bit of a pause.
Little
hiatus.
Sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Can't keep this buck off her.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, dude. Well, so the last time we had mentioned that we were going to see Gladiator, and we did, which was epic.
One of the better movies I've seen in a long time.
Dude, it was so
But
good.
here's my only gripe with the movie is I felt like and this is spoiler alert, so if you're gonna see it, turn this off. They made it seem like we were supposed to know already that the main character in Gladiator 2 was Russell Crowe's son in the first movie, Lucius.
Uh-huh.
But I don't feel like I didn't remember that from the first one, and I went back and like fast forwarded through the movie after we watched it to see if there was somewhere in it that it said like.
You felt like they made it seem like you should have known that from the beginning? I thought that was like the cool part, is that you figure out that he's the son.
Well, that was what was confusing, is like I didn't feel like there was a thread in Gladiator 1
enough to,
and there wasn't they didn't ever make it seem like Russell Crowe and what's the chick's name that plays the mom? She's like she's a queen. What is she? What even is she?
Yeah, she's the daughter of the what was the Maximus,
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus
Anyway,
Aurelius, yeah.
I didn't feel like their relationship was that. It was just like they knew each other in Gladiator 1. And now all of a sudden, Gladiator 2, they had a kid together before he went off to war and got married and had 2 of his own kids with some. I don't know. It didn't. But otherwise, if you can just cover over that plot hole, I feel like the movie was great. The action sequences were awesome. The fight scenes were great.
How good was Denzel?
Oh, Denzel was fantastic.
Obviously everybody knows how good of an actor he is, but he was so good in it.
He hasn't been in many. Oh, that's not true. He did. Didn't he do Hamlet or? Not Hamlet.
I have no idea.
He did a Shakespeare, like black and white.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was it Hamlet?
Romeo and Juliet?
No. That's why we need a producer. Jamie, pull that up. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't ever remember seeing him in a movie that was like hit like a historical movie. Everything else I've seen him in has been like, Training Day or,
Equalizer.
American Gangster. Yeah, Equalizer. Those are all really good too. But no, Gladiator, 8 out of 10.
Wow.
8 out of 10.
Tough critic.
8 out of 10.
You can't say it's fantastic and then give it a B.
I can. And the reason I can is because I do feel like
9-3 movie.
Wow.
Rookie score over here with the 8.
No, listen, Barstool. I think that plot, that to me, and again, maybe I missed the subtext in the first movie.
Dad said he knew and that you I think it was not.
Yeah, based off of when Russell Crowe's dying in Gladiator 1, he says, is Lucius okay?
Yeah.
He cared about the kid. That doesn't mean it's actually his son.
Well, that's pretty sick, though, that then they tied it together and had... And what's the actor's name? The new kid?
I don't know. I think he's like a nobody.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not going to be anymore.
No.
Because he was great in it.
Yeah.
Some of the scenes...
I looked at the kid that played Lucius in the first movie. I was like, oh, maybe it would be him. He reprised his role, but no, he's just some little squirt.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Dude, the scene where
he looks like beans.
Shout out Even Stevens.
Shout out Even Stevens.
The scene where they're fighting in one of the Coliseums when they bring in the sharks.
Oh, dude.
That was insane.
And they just fill again, spoiler alert, they fill the Coliseum with water. And
it was supposed to be what was it supposed to, do you remember? It was supposed to be like a replay of a battle, a famous battle or something. They said that, you know how they like introduce some of the fights have like
Dude,
plots
the introducer guy, I wanted to just throw him into the water with that shaved, pale head, eating grapes and drinking.
Yeah.
You need to just take
Yeah.
a long walk off a short cliff because you're
he was
a
insane. But yeah, movie was great.
Really good.
Really liked it. We went to there's a spot here which if you want to know about Reading, we went to a Mexican spot in a gas station before, which was actually so good. Kind of reminds me, if you're from Orange County, Albert Tacos, that's like our favorite spot.
Shout out
for Mexican food, just like the grimiest hole in the wall type place. We've been going there since, junior high school. And this place, we had got it recommended from a buddy. It's like in is it a 7-Eleven? No,
it's
AM
in a
PM?
76 station.
76. Yeah, not the smartest. Yeah. 76 station.
Shout out Mike Cruz. What's up, homie?
And we've gone there before. We actually went there before the last time we saw a movie, and it's pretty bomb. For just good. Grimy, good Mexican food, little salsa bar. Yeah. Get yourself a California burrito and little salsa verde.
Yeah.
Bomb.
But on the topic of food, since we went to the movies, they do beer at the movie theaters now, which I feel like is pretty common.
Yeah.
But the thing that drives me crazy.
Well, how about the fact that we have that here? Small little town, and we got
luxury seats with heaters.
Seats and recliner and put your feet up. Yeah. Have yourself a brewski.
Yep. But they
did not think that was going to be here when I moved here. So that's been
we had that for a while.
And dude, what's sick?
I've only been drinking beer for like a year though, so I wouldn't have known.
Oh, this guy.
Yep,
okay,
here we go.
Yeah, let's get into this before you talk about that. So Jeremy, talk about a little virgin mouth. This guy didn't drink coffee.
Just remember, my kids are gonna watch
or this. Beer until a year ago.
Nope. Okay, so coffee was right after Penny was born. So Penny was
about
born
2 years.
2021.
No, she was born in 2022.
Yes. Yeah. Coffee was, right around maybe the spring,
summer
before she was born. Yeah. And then beer was like that fall.
And the beer, I got to take major credit here. We went to
Sergeant
Pepperoni's.
Yep.
And I got myself a nice little hazy and a grandma pie. Yep. We were chilling. It was the four of us, our wives. And he smelt it or something. He's like, that smells so good.
Yeah. Classic.
I was like, it's
creep
bomb,
of creeps.
Dude. Like, what are you doing? Go get one. And literally, every time we've ever drinking together, he only would drink hard alcohol and mix it with Coke or something, like he's 16. And Coca-Cola, that is. And he goes and gets one, and he's just loves it. And now he's Mr. Hazy. Yeah. And look at this mustache over here, hipster guy, not drinking beers.
Real bitter IPAs is more my vibe than hazies are now, I feel like.
True. They're all so good.
I don't know. I shout out Fall River. Num Num is a fantastic beer, but the Hex, I don't know what it is about it, but it's all good. It's all great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and so my sister, she never was really a coffee. To be honest, I wasn't a coffee drinker either, so I can't. But I have been since I started dating my wife.
Yeah, because Hip's a big coffee head.
Yeah, and so we just
she doesn't have a big head.
She just likes to consume coffee, except for I'm more addicted to it now than her. But
it is your personality.
When we started dating, we would go to a coffee shop or whatever and get one. And so I started having them on the weekends, and then it just became, an everyday thing. Yeah. But so Sarah, she would go to this coffee shop here in town, every day. And Jeremy would just go with her and never get anything.
Well, that's actually partially true. So she would before our kids came home before we brought our kids home and started homeschooling them when they were still in school, I was working from home, so she would go out. We just had River at the time, so it was just the two big kids were in school and River, so her and our sister Becca would go to coffee during the day because I was working, so they would hang out and go do stuff. But yes, there were times where she'd be like, well, let's go to coffee. And I was like, okay. And I would literally just sit there like a Glansberg, not get anything.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I'm admittedly a late adopter of all things. And I've said this before, that if it wasn't initially my idea, it takes me a long time to come around to thinking it's a good idea. However,
he refused to drink coffee because he thought that somehow meant he was like weak.
No.
He was like, oh, I have to get up every day to trade at 5:00 and everybody drinks coffee and is all caffeined out. I'm not going to do it. It's like, oh, wait, what? Tell me how that makes sense.
It doesn't. I'm growing. I'm maturing.
Appreciate that.
I'm becoming a better person. I'm doing it for you.
There we go.
It's for you. Did you see Trump and Trudeau met?
I did. Well,
slowly segueing into our attempt at a new segment, current events.
Yes, we're going to start hitting some current events, bringing them up on the screen for you. That's to come.
Yeah.
Get a little reaction. Give the show a little pathway.
A little tooth.
Yeah. See what our reactions to some of these. But yeah.
Obviously, we know Trump is partially unhinged, right?
Yeah.
But he meets with Trudeau, and they're talking about tariffs, and Trudeau's saying that if Trump puts tariffs on Canada, they won't survive, and Trump straight up just tells him, "We'll just make you the 51st state."
Yeah.
and then what did he say? He's like,
he said you can't, like, what? Canada can't survive without ripping off the
United States
to the tune of $100 billion.
Yeah.
And so then I guess from what I read, somebody at the table kind of like informs Trump type thing, like, well, like if Canada becomes the 51st state, they're going to be like a liberal state. And he's like, well, why don't we just make it 2 states? He's like, we can have one conservative and one liberal. He's like, you could be the governor of the liberal state. He's like, I know it's not the same as a prime minister, but you could be the governor. It's just like, and then it says like, it's like from confirmed sources at the table or whatever, that he like laughs nervously. So typical and also hilarious.
Yeah. And then there's too many memes to even like pick the best one, but this whole Hunter Biden getting pardoned thing is just broken the internet in terms of.
Well, what about all the other ones where it was like everybody that said like because Trump won, they're gonna flee the country and go to Canada, and then it's just like showing their faces all fricked after finding out that Canada's gonna become a state, which obviously isn't gonna happen.
Well, dude, the thing that's crazy is all the people that have already left that said they were gonna leave, like Ellen DeGeneres left, and then what's that other dude's name? I can't remember. Anyway, all the people that have actually said they were gonna leave and have moved are all connected to this Diddy thing somehow.
Oh yeah.
Just like
we're gonna hear Jimmy Kimmel cry about it a little bit more, dude.
Did he cry about it?
Oh, he fully cried on his show about Trump winning.
Oh.
If you don't think they have something on Jimmy Kimmel, this dude was the co-host of The Man Show. The Man Show.
For some reason, when you said Jimmy Kimmel, I thought Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Kimmel makes way more sense. He sucks.
Dude, he was the co-host of The Man Show, which you can never make today.
No.
He's a comedian. He's like, that show, their segment was girls jumping on trampolines.
Dude, my dad and my brother would watch that. It was on Sunday nights. My dad and my brother would watch it every single Sunday.
And now he's crying because Trump won. It's like, oh, well, clearly you're pushing this agenda because they got some shit on you.
Dude.
Yeah, he's talk about I still am trying to figure out how
other direction.
how extreme I want to get on here. You know, this once you're on the internet, you're on there for forever. So I sometimes I have to bite my tongue, and my mom listens to this, but you know, I want to.
And the thing is too is that there's once it's up, you can't delete it. It's out there.
I hope I get canceled. That would make
If
we
could,
made it, dude.
If we could become something to the point where we could get canceled,
That'd be all time. I might have a few shekels in my pocket by then.
Just become a martyr.
Yeah,
but not actually die, but just like a martyr, like a financial martyr.
There you go. But you were about to say something about food before, and I changed the subject on you. You remember? You were like, speaking of food, I think it was after we talked about going to the gas station.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that after we shoot our episode next week, we're going to do our annual client appreciation lunch. So If you are a client of People's Investment Co., you are aware of the client lunch. It's for a select group, but it does
top clients.
I'm not I'm not money bags over here. Some people get Burger King, but we're gonna do our annual client lunch after we shoot. We're gonna go to Pipeline because it's gonna be open
Wednesdays. Open on Wednesdays.
Open on Wednesdays. But we went the day before Thanksgiving. So last Wednesday we went, and
you went.
Yeah, not we. Yeah, Sarah and I went with the kids, and it was great.
Was it good here too?
It was great. They do their duck fat fries.
Yeah.
They do those here.
Yeah.
And they were super salty. Like almost too salty.
I think actually Finn told me that. Yeah. He said that they were too salty.
Yeah, those are real good. And then I don't remember what burger I got, but it was great.
Finn told me you got like the Pipeline burger, which is just like their standard one.
No, it's like a pub. I got the pub burger.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was different. It had like onion strings.
Yeah. I remember seeing that.
Cheddar. It was great.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was gonna say.
So we'll go do that next Wednesday after we wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just in the, like I was saying, the end of the year. Best. It's almost seems like, especially in our industries, it's like nothing happens in December.
Right.
It's like anybody that you talk to is just like, yeah, I'll get back to you at the start of the new year. And it has always, I've kind of gotten used to it a little bit now since I've been doing it for a couple of years, but at the beginning, it would stress me out so much to not like have stuff to do at this time of year. I remember a few years back, I was like, I need to go work at like a Christmas tree lot or like do something in the month of December. Like I need to like have something to do. Like what can I do for like literally a month just to actually work and make some money, but also like for my mind, because people don't want to talk. People don't want to do anything. It's like very rare somebody lists their house right now.
Right.
Unless you like have to sell, it's always, and then even like if you have stuff on the market, they want to stop the showings and stuff like, like maybe let's not have an open house this week, or maybe let's wait to do more, so it's just, it's slow. And then I can imagine it's got to be very similar in your world.
Yeah. If I'm working on something and it doesn't happen before Thanksgiving, it's not going to happen until the first week of January. And I don't know why that is, but I definitely think my brain shuts off.
Yeah. Well, it's like,
doesn't shut off, but it goes into a different mode.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You just kind of like I said, it's kind of an extended little vacation. It's just you're in that holiday mode. That's why it's actually pretty sweet that we're doing this marathon in January. Neither of us have done one at this time of year. So it's like, although we're not as busy with work right now, we can have like be goal oriented, stay focused on running and our workouts and stuff to prepare ourselves, which is sick. So we're, 3 weeks into the training program.
Get new shoes. I still haven't done that.
Yeah, you have an idea of what you're looking at?
You had said New Balances. That's what I have now. I've got the 880s, and I like those. Yeah. But I don't know. I just need to get something because both sets of shoes I have are absolutely potatoed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's always gives you a little boost in your morale too. You put on a new pair of
some new shoes, some
go
freshies.
hit the road.
Yeah.
Feet feel fantastic, and looking sweet out there. So that's always a nice. Well, you do have Christmas coming up, so maybe that'll be something that you get for Christmas. Get a couple weeks in before.
I mean, that would be interesting. I haven't looked at the calendar for what the week of Christmas looks like, but I think there's a long one in there. That like the day.
Hey, what day is Christmas?
I don't know. Christmas is on a Wednesday, so that's not too bad. Do the long one on a Saturday.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Except for we'll have to run on Christmas Day. Maybe we'll take that one off. I don't know.
No, because that would just be like a 7 or a.
Yeah, but maybe we go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
So I have a little gift for you, and anybody that watches.
I would think I shouldn't get a gift after not knowing your birthday.
You shouldn't, but I'm just a better person than you. So, anyway, in the honor of all things Christmas. Here you go.
I already told you if this is a Smirnoff Ice, I'm not drinking it. So.
It's not. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay. You know what I thought it might be also? What the heck is this? Are these smelling salts?
Uh-huh.
Are you kidding me?
No,
they're just called
That's the one, dude. That's the one that Theo always does when he's on Rogan.
Dude, are we going to do them?
Heck yeah.
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
You know what? My other guess was that this might be.
What?
I was like, okay, I saw this bag.
Zins?
I'm like, okay, he's for sure going to try and like ice me. Funny guy. Jeremy's
listen,
nearly 40, so he doesn't realize that icing has been not a thing for 20
I've never
years.
even heard of that. But listen, I think that's going to smell now.
No, it's in a thing. Oh. Bro. Are you serious? What? Okay, I know that like people do this, but I don't know what it is.
Directions.
Do not stick under people's noses. Do not sniff. What? Lightly waft 12 inches from nose and keep your eyes closed during use.
This so funny to
Do
me?
not use more than a few times per day. Use immediately before intense exercise. Immediately close bottle after each use.
All right.
Okay, hold on. So you just open that up and sniff it? It's not like an actual thing you hold?
No, you just...
I thought this is like what people use like when you get freaking knocked out.
Well, it is, but this is also what powerlifters use to like get juiced up, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, but real quick, I thought you were going to try and ice me, and then when you're like, no, it's not that.
The plastic's off, so you go.
I was afraid it might be a pregnancy test that you guys were pregnant, and I was going to freak out. Jay snipped. So.
Yep, I'm snipped. So,
although somehow they still think that they like might get pregnant, so
I don't. Sarah does.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm like very nervous right now. So
you smelled it when you opened the bag?
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't. I didn't smell it.
I smelled it. Like obviously it wasn't super intense.
There might be like a film on top of that.
But hold on. So it said
like right there.
Like just smell it, like right here. Mm-hmm. So you just open it, smell it, and then close it.
Yeah, or hand it to me and I'll smell it. You take a hit of that hitter and I'll take a hit of that hitter. I hope you guys heard that.
Oh, bro. My eyes are watering already.
I still don't smell it.
I definitely didn't do it close enough, but it's in my nose. Bring it closer than I did. I'll do it better next time. I was kind of a... No, dude, come on, get a big one. Get a big one, and then I'll go for it.
Oh! Oh! My nose! That feels like your nose goes on fire, dude. Get it close. Get it close. Oh my god! Wait. Okay. One more.
Dude, you gotta take a deep breath, dude.
I can't. As soon as I try and breathe.
Oh,
Well, we did it for you guys.
that was epic. This is just called world's
Wow.
strongest smelling salts. What do we do with this thing now?
I think we got to save it and make everybody that comes on the pod do it. Definitely. Wow, it was great. All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
All right, we're out.
Bye, everybody.